You checked their Instagram again, didn't you? It's okay. I'm not judging you.
I've done it too, at midnight, at 3 a.m., right after telling myself I was over it.
Because heartbreak doesn't follow the timeline you planned for it. It doesn't care that it's been 3 months. It doesn't care that they weren't even that good to you. It doesn't care that everyone around you thinks you should be fine by now.
It just sits there, heavy and uninvited, like it owns the place. And nobody tells you that the hardest part isn't losing them. It's losing the version of yourself you were when you were with them.
That's what we're talking about today. But first, let's make ourselves a drink. I'm making a glass of matcha.
Can I say something that might sound strange? Some of the most devastating heartbreaks happen in relationships that were never even that healthy. Situationships, almost relationships. People who never fully chose you, but chose you just enough to keep you hoping. And those ones wreck you in a specific way that's hard to explain to people who haven't felt it.
Because from the outside, it looks like it wasn't even serious. Why are you this upset? But from the inside, you're grieving something that never fully existed. You're mourning a potential, a version of things that felt so close you could almost touch it.
And grief without closure is one of the heaviest things a person can carry. So if you're sitting there feeling embarrassed about how much this hurt, stop. Your feelings are not proportional to the relationship's label. They're proportional to how much of yourself you invested.
And you invested a lot, because that's who you are. That's not your weakness. That's actually one of the most beautiful things about you. Here's the question I want you to sit with. And I mean really sit with it. Don't rush past it. Who did you become in that relationship?
Not who you were at the beginning, when it was new and electric and full of possibility. Who were you by the end? Were you anxious, constantly reading between the lines, analyzing text, trying to figure out where you stood? Were you smaller, editing yourself, softening your needs, making yourself easier to love? Were you someone you didn't recognize? Doing things, accepting things, excusing things that the version of you from 3 years ago would have walked away from immediately?
Because heartbreak isn't just about losing a person. It's about reckoning with who you became while you were trying to keep them.
And choosing yourself, really choosing yourself, means looking at that version of you with honesty, with compassion, and deciding she deserves better than to keep shrinking.
And I need to be real with you about this part, because choosing yourself after heartbreak doesn't look like what they sell you. It's not about revenge or posting for likes. It's not a glow-up montage. It's not a solo trip to Bali. It's not a revenge body and a new wardrobe.